A mourning family whose son was killed by a suspected drunk driver on New Year's Eve is hoping that their loss can be the last in this community. Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Platt is live in northwest Bakersfield. He spoke to the parents who are urging everyone to have serious conversations about the consequences of drunk driving. Jeff?
2020 is a year many of us would like to leave in the rearview mirror and never revisit. But for the family I spoke to today, they would love to go back to 2020 because their 20-year-old son never made it to 2021.
He would have stayed where he was.
Still heartbroken over the tragic death of their 20-year-old son, Andrew, Sasha, and Steven McKeen are hoping their tragedy can be someone else's wake-up call.
We don't want to go through what we've gone through.
Andrew, along with his two friends, Devin and Timothy, died in a DUI crash on New Year's Eve less than an hour before midnight. These needless and preventable deaths have Steven sending this message to parents of teens and young adults.
Don't make your children worry to call you and tell you, hey, I messed up. I need a ride.
Meanwhile, the McKeen's lawyer, Matt Clark, read this message from Andrew's biological father to drivers of all ages.
You may be lucky 99 times out of 100, but that last time, your luck may run out. I'm heartbroken by this tragedy and hope someone will learn from it and make a good decision to not drive impaired.
And maybe this is the tragedy that makes people learn. Maybe 3 20-year-olds flying through a windshield to their untimely death is the last straw, because impaired driving is a problem in this community. And with that in mind, Matt Clark has this message for all of you.
We are the worst of the worst, and this problem has to improve. We're better than that. We are better than that, and it has to get better.
Now, anyone who's a regular viewer of our station knows that I've extensively covered the drunk driving problem in this community, and I've met a lot of families affected by this crime, more than I would like to admit. And the reality is, even right now, I can hear all of them in my head telling me to remind you that this is 100% preventable. All that needs to happen for deaths like these to not occur is for people to do the right thing. So please have that in mind the next time you're deciding whether or not you're good to drive. Live here in Bakersfield, Jeff Platt, Eyewitness News.